Hello everybody. Today we are going to make over-the-top chili. I woke up this morning here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's about 60 degrees and I just knew that today would be the perfect day to record a video about chili. Now, over-the-top chili is a pretty simple concept. You make a big meatball and you smoke that meatball over top of a chili stock. And as it's smoking, some of the drippings and some of the fat and some of the grease falls down into the chili, and it doesn't get over greasy, but it falls down into the chili. But then once that meatball reaches temperature, which today is going to be about 165 degrees, we chop that meatball up and then put it down in the chili stock. Now, our chili stock today is going to be made up of beans. I know some people don't like beans in their chili stock, but I do, and I've got several different types of peppers. One poblano, serrano, and jalapeno, some red bell pepper, and then purple and white onion. Now, our meatball is about 2.5 pounds, and it's made up of 50% chorizo and about 50% ground beef. Now, we also put a bacon weave on top of it, which is just basically you lay out some bacon, you weave it together, and then we wrapped that meatball in bacon. Bacon makes everything better, right? Now, I think this chili this afternoon is going to be amazing. We're going to smoke it at about 300 degrees, and we're going to have the chili stock and the meatball inside the smoker. I think it's going to taste great. We're going to have it on the smoker right here in just a few minutes. As you can see, this chili is getting about ready. As you can see, it kind of smoked underneath. The chili stock was underneath that big meatball. That meatball looks like that bacon is getting crispy. It's about ready. So we're getting ready to take this thing off. We're gonna chop that meatball up, put it inside the chili stock. I also had some leftover brisket hanging out in the freezer. So I've defrosted that, kind of warmed it up in the oven for a few minutes. I'm gonna chop that up and put it in the chili stock as well with the meatball. And then we're gonna have chili for dinner. Looking forward to it. All right, we have now brought the chili back inside. I took that meatball, chopped it up, and threw it in the chili stock. Now, we did have to change pots because the pot that I was using to fit underneath the grill, it was just overflowing if I would have put that meat in there. Also, again, I found some brisket that was hanging out in our freezer that we had smoked earlier this month. So I did let that out and defrost it a little bit, put it in the oven for a few minutes with a little beef broth, and then chop that up and put it in the chili as well. I encourage you to do that. If you have something that's in there that maybe in the freezer just hanging out, maybe this is a great time for you to just chop it up and put it in your chili. Again, I do want to recap kind of what we did today. So we made that meatball made out of 50% chorizo and 50% ground beef, and then we weaved it in bacon. I did put some seasoning on it. Honestly, it was a seasoning that I bought from the internet called 8-Second Rod, because today we did make something that was pretty warm, pretty hot. That 8-Second Rod is made by a company called Cattleman's. So I smoked that meatball at about 300 degrees, 320, and really wanted to just make sure that it reached 165 degrees temperature internally. Also, I wanted to make sure that that bacon became real crispy, so that when we chopped it up and put it in the chili, it would be crispy and not like leathery. We used a lot of different peppers. We used poblano peppers, serrano peppers, jalapeno peppers, red bell peppers. And then we also used some cumin, some chili powder. We used some red pepper flakes, and even a little garlic. Put all that in the chili stock with some beans and some rotel. I love rotel. Today we used a fire roasted rotel and made our chili. So it took us about 2.5 hours all in all together. And tonight we're really excited about trying this chili. It's perfect chili weather. It's Sunday. We will likely be using this chili throughout the entire week this week to just continue to munch on. We're gonna, I would invite you to come take a look at the chili today and see how it ended up. You know, it looked a little runny to begin with, but once we added that meat, I think it turned out perfect. We're gonna put some, I like mine with some cheese on there and some green onions, and then we're gonna put some oyster crackers on top, maybe just a touch of sour cream, and it will be money. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'd love to discuss anything about chili or anything about barbecue with you. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to get another video to you again soon. Thank you.